Many deployed contracts are still exposed to this simple vulnerability introduced in the Pectra upgrade. What's this vulnerability and how are contracts impacted by this? And how can Glider help us find these vulnerable contracts? We'll break it down in this video. With the release of Pectra, EOAs can now delegate their address to a delegation contract. This means that EOAs can act like smart contracts, and this poses a significant problem for contracts that attempt to restrict who can call it. Before Pectra, contracts would validate that the transaction origin and message sender are the same to ensure that the caller is an EOA. However, after Pectra, other users can now act on behalf of the EOA, breaking this invariant. In addition, an EOA can call multiple smart contracts in a single transaction. This creates new potential attack vectors. With Glider, we can find contracts that still use this outdated invariant with a simple query. First, we'll instantiate the functions class, since we want to look for solidity functions. Then I'll call the withGlobals Glider API function. This Glider API function finds solidity functions that contain global variables. In our case, we want to look for solidity functions containing both the transaction origin and message sender global variables. Finally, I'll add the exec function, which executes the query. Now that I've finished writing the query, I'll run it in the Glider IDE. Once execution is complete, I will see the results returning contracts that contain the required check. With these results, I can follow up and review each address, identify the full impact of the vulnerability, and find bug bounty worthy submissions. For more info on Glider and how to get started writing your own queries to find bugs, check out the links below. This is Thank You, and I'll see you next time.